Come on now. All right, all right, all right. This is a special edition. You have tapped into the Eyes of the Conscience Soul with your sister, B Mellow, aka Miss Barbara Howard in the house. Again, you have tapped into Believe Radio, which is a 24-hour inspirational and gospel music station, amongst others. Every first Saturday of the month from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., we have the Cafe Le Bleu Lounge, where there are 15 to 45-minute segments called The Corner. Each corner has a blueprint that is unique of its own. So we always ask you to vibe out to fireside chats and be inspired by affirmations and inspirational messages. The first part of the corner could be the artist talk. We showcase musicians, poets, singers, dancers, film producers, author, comedians, gospel and R&B rappers from around the Bay Area to across the globe. They share their creative process to the lived experience. The other part of the corner could be Why I Dream. We highlight and honor the inventions and creative work of today's brilliant mind, along with geniuses from our past. We are preserving African American history and the culture in order to keep the legacy alive. The other part of the corner could she be She Who Believes Takes Off the Mask. This is where we will hear from individuals sharing their personal testimony for what the Lord has done and is doing in their lives that are inspirational messages. Also, we are highlighting golden lights affirmations to impart healing medicine in the soul of the brilliant minds on today. Every second Saturday and third Saturday of the month is Crazy Blessed with Curtis Thomas. Every third Saturday of the month is the Lights Out Straight Talk Youth and Young Adult Radio Show. This is where we bring individuals that will talk about what they are doing in the actual community to uplift them and talk about our community leaders that's on the ground, our soldiers in the fields of doing the work that we call our community. Every fifth Saturday of the month is called Voices That Care. This is where we highlight reentry and mental wellness. But tonight's show is a special edition of the Cafe Le Bleu Lounge Artist Talk. We have Pops in the building with us on tonight. I'm excited. This is Mr. Pete Escovedo. Yes, Bay Area legendary in the house. He's getting ready to celebrate on July the 13th, 2026, turning 91 years old, young. But you know what we talking about. We want to say thank you, Pops, for being on the air with us on today. Boy, you got some an itinerary that's going on down in here. We are so excited to share what you got coming up. Oh my Lord! But before we go there, we want to say kudos to the family. I want you to introduce yourself and introduce your family. But most importantly, I know you got a Theo over there that you say you love the most. But thank you, Zena, for that. Go ahead, Mr. Pete.
All right. Thank you so much. What a pleasure to be on there with you. Really, really an honor. And yeah, my name, of course, is Pete Escovedo. Everybody calls me Pops, but
Pops.
Pops Escovedo. And a longtime musician from Oakland, California, my hometown. And my wife, Juanita, is
Juanita.
she's from Oakland also.
Okay.
We met in school. I went to McClellan's. She went to Oakland Tech. And one day we bumped into each other, and that was it. It was love at first bite. So,
All right
yeah,
now.
so it was wonderful. And we started a family very early. Our first child, by the name of Sheila, has become an outstanding musician, artist. She's just amazing. Tours the world. She's done everything there is. She's just amazing. Sheila E. Of course, play with Prince. And then I have my son, Juan Escovedo, who also played in Sheila's band and also played with Prince,
Oh,
Patti LaBelle, and a host of other people. Then I have my other son, Peter Michael, who played with so many people, so many to mention. Producer, director, writer, he does everything. And last but not least is my young daughter, Zena, who was smart enough not to be a musician. She rather take care of the books. You know what I mean? So someone that I could truly trust to handle my finances,
that's right.
that's what she does. And I'm so happy that I have such a wonderful family. And my best friend is my little dog Theo. Now
Theo.
Theo, yeah, he gets everything. Whatever he wants, he gets. That's my little doggy. So we're a happy family, and even though now I live in Los Angeles,
Mm,
and but most of the family is still here in the Bay Area, and Sheila lives in Los Angeles. My son Peter Michael, he lives in Los Angeles, but Zena is here, and Juan is here, and we always stay in touch with each other. We're a very, very happy family. And that's because God has blessed us
mm.
with this talent, the music, the family, where we come from. And, I don't care where I move to or where I live, my heart and my home
Mm,
really is in Oakland because
mm.
I love Oakland. This is where my whole life began musically and with family. So I love coming back to Oakland. So every year on my birthday, I play at Yoshi's in Oakland. So this year I will be 91.
Woo!
Uh,
You
uh,
kidding me? You ain't no 91 years
no,
old.
you know, I'll tell you, I'm so surprised that I've lived this long and still able to walk around the corner. So I'll be doing 6 shows. Can you believe it? I
Oh
told
my
him,
goodness.
I told him to have the oxygen tank on the side so in case I need it. And then, above all, I'm having an art show. So that is really something special for me because art has been my love for a long, long, long time. I started painting when I was in high school at McClemens. I had a wonderful art teacher by the name of Miss Snee. She was so nice to me, an older woman that let me do whatever I wanted to do, paint on canvas, and that started it all. And for me now, the fact that I have shows, exhibitions, um, have my work in galleries throughout California, and most of the people that buy my work are producers, artists,
Mm.
TV people, people in the business. So I'm so happy that sometimes I'll be in a store and someone will come up to me and say, "Are you P.S. Camilo?" I say, "Yes, I am." Well, I have your art hanging over my fireplace in my
Wow.
front room. And I go, that's that's amazing.
Mhm.
That is so rewarding to me. What a blessing. So I thank God for the talent that He's given me and just this journey that I've had. I hope I make it to 100, and I'll just keep painting and keep playing. And I don't know what else I could do.
That well, we gonna pray that that happen. We know today's theme is when your purpose aligns with your calling, and you've been called to do the work that you've done for the many of years. And I am so honored to have you as a guest, a special guest. And this is special edition. And guess what? This is my first time doing a special edition. So this is all in alignment. And you were supposed to be the one that was chosen for to do this special alignment. This is a special edition, and I'm so thankful for when I heard you speak and the way you lit up about your family. I can
Yes.
see that was truly that's love there. That
Oh, yeah.
each and every last one from the beginning of when you were saying that when you first met your wife, that.
Mhm.
And thank you, moms. We appreciate you being in dad's side and on the side on the everywhere around. We appreciate
Yeah.
you lifting him up because that's what we're supposed to be about is
Amen.
family, being able
It
to
is.
give back to our community. So with you being with you when you were talking, who were your mentors growing up? Who were the folks that you admired in the work that they were doing?
Well, I was very fortunate because as a young man of 18 years old,
Mm,
I met my dear friend Tito Puente,
mm,
who I just adored. He's the greatest percussion player I have ever seen in my life, and we became friends, family together, everything. Recorded together, wrote songs together, and that's really my mentor and idol. But there were other people along the way also, like
mhm.
Billy Cobham, who I played with, a fantastic fusion drummer who taught me and Sheila how to play in different time signatures. It was very rewarding. It was like going to school. And then, of course, my 4 years with Santana, Carlos Santana, traveling
Yes.
the
Oh my
world. Yeah,
God, I
traveling the
love it.
world, playing for people, different races, different colors.
Mm,
I
hmm.
mean, that was just unbelievable. So I owe a lot to him as far as
Yeah.
what he taught me of being on the road and traveling like that. And so it's been a wonderful journey. My brothers were all into music. My brother Coke Escovedo, my brother Bobby Escovedo, my brother Phil Escovedo, and now my other brothers Alejandro Escovedo and Javier Escovedo and Mario Escovedo, all musicians, and
Mm,
they all play. And most of our children
yeah.
from my nephews, they all play music.
Yeah.
So it's been a wonderful blessing for me that God has given this family of mine
Yes.
so much talent, and that we always want to give back. That's one
Hmm.
thing. We don't take this for granted.
That's
We
right.
appreciate what we have, so we give back. We do benefits for people who need money and support a lot of these foundations, the farm workers, uh, uh, just every opportunity that we get to help people out. That's what we do. We go to the schools. My
Mm.
daughter Sheila has uh, a foundation for the kids in Oakland.
What's the name of it?
It's Elevate Oakland.
Elevate Oakland. All right
Elevate
now.
Oakland, yes, and we put on benefits and raise money to buy instruments and music and stuff for the kids in school. And my son Juan teaches at a grammar school, teaches the kids about music. And this is what we constantly do. We've been to juvenile halls, we've
Mm.
been to, poor areas where the kids don't get a chance to hear music or drumming, and we do percussion stuff, and they just go crazy. They love it, and we love doing it. So it's all about giving back
That's right.
and appreciating what God has given us. So we in turn want to give back something to the community and to the people who are unprivileged,
That's right.
underprivileged. And yeah, so it's been wonderful to live this life, uh, and I couldn't think of a better way.
Well, from for looking at you and your presence, you're the life of the party. I can tell. And that's the love that you have. And you remind me of my dad. My father was owned Wendy's Cheesecake Bakery in Bayview in San Francisco.
Oh
So
yeah,
I come from
yeah,
entrepreneurship, and my father made sure that he loved on the community. We loved on the community, and it was our responsibility and our duty to make sure that we uplift others, especially the young kids that were
correct.
coming up. And that was something that it was a mandatory that we did. And
Yes,
I can
yes.
just feel your presence, and I'm like, oh my God, you're reminding me, and you're making me miss my pop. I'm like, oh my God, look at his spirit. Y'all had
Yeah,
kindred spirits,
yeah,
and I can
yeah.
tell, and I'm just honored to be able to have that. And when you were talking about the kids, I wanted to ask you, what would you say to parents these days that's raising their children, and how do you tap into their artsy side, the creative side of them? What do you look for? How do they like show up for the kids?
Well, if they have, especially if they have an interest in music,
Mm,
you have to really support them
okay.
because in a sense, you know, you want to be a musician. It's kind of a selfish thing because you have to
Mm,
spend more time learning your instrument, playing music, and dedicating your life to
got it.
music. So you have, as parents, you have to support their ideas and help them along the way as much as you can. We're, we're always, in a sense, telling our kids what to do with a
Yeah,
ruler. You got to do this, you got to that.
right.
It's not that.
Hmm.
It's what they want to do, and
Right.
if what they want to do is meaningful and helpful to others, then support that. Give them the love they need, give them encouragement that they need, and support them for what their dreams want to be. That's what it's all about.
Well, I thank you for saying that, because these days we know we have a lot with the phones and all that kind of stuff, and it's
Oh
not a
my.
lot of people having conversations. And it's like, okay, put the phone down for a second, and then let's have a conversation and see what the kids' interests are, and
Yeah,
then guide them along the way, and bring people that's around, has tapped into their creative side, for they can
right.
guide them along the way too. If and that's, to me, I heard life lessons, for what
Yeah,
you was just
yeah,
sharing, is that when you have your craft, and you have to love that craft, you have to work with that craft, you have to treat it as though it was your brother, your sister, your whomever, your mate. But being able to love what you do is
exactly.
very important. And I want to share with the community places that they can come and tap in to go to see you. You got six shows. I tell you the truth, boy. These folks better not be talking about they have a problem, and you can do six shows. My God, at Yoshi's, California, we have July the 10th. We have the show at 7:30 p.m. And then we have July the 10th, a second show, 9:30 p.m. And then you have July the 11th, 7:30 p.m. And then we have July the 11th again. Oh my God, late show again, 9:30 p.m. Then we got July the 12th at 7 p.m. And then we have July the 12th, second show at 9 p.m. My goodness. I tell you, where do you get all this energy at from to be able to do this work that you're doing? But again, when it says when your purpose aligned with your calling, God gives you the energy. But you share, what do you do to stay motivated and and to love on yourself with self-care? What do
Yeah.
you have to do? What do you do?
Well, I consciously try to stay healthy. That's
Hmm.
that's that's very important. And by staying healthy means, try to eat the right foods, no excess drinking, no drugs, no alcohol, things like that.
Hmm.
And believe me, in my younger days, when you growing up, you're experimenting with different things,
Yeah.
and a lot of things you can say yes or no.
Got it.
So there came a time when I finally said, no, I'm not going to live like that. I want to
And
better
I did
myself.
too.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
did too. I've been there.
Yeah, listen, we all have our faults, and
That's
we've
right.
done things we're not proud of, but it's a learning process. I
Yes.
mean, if you had done things right all your life, you're never going to learn anything. But
That's
when
right.
you have things that were wrong, and then you overcome the wrong and start
Come on
doing
now.
right,
Let's
you have
go. Talk
learned
about it.
you have learned your lesson.
Yeah.
And the same thing with what you want to do and what you want to be in life. There are going to be times when that door is going to shut on you. You won't be able to get through that door. But
Right.
those little setbacks are going to make you stronger. They're going to
Oh,
make you try harder. They're going to actually make you such a better person than if those doors were open for you all the time.
that's right.
And that's what happens in life. You got to have setbacks, and you got to have wrong things that go on, or else you're never going to learn what's right or wrong. So it's how you deal with all of that. And that's where faith comes in.
Come
You
on
gotta
now,
have
Pops. Let's go, Pops.
you
Come
gotta
on.
have faith, and that faith is believing that God is with you,
Yes.
and He will guide you, and
Yes.
He will show you the way, and it's up to you to do what God says. Amen. That's my preaching for tonight.
That is the God honest truth. Oh my God. It's beautiful to have this opportunity to sit at your feet and gain this wisdom. And that's the beauty of our legends. You are a legend in the Bay
Thank
Area.
you.
And I'm so grateful again to have this opportunity to speak with you and knowing. And on the we have tomorrow, we're going to be showing at the, which is the 9th, and that's 5 to 8 p.m., and that is the Grand Gallery, 560 to 2nd Street, Oakland, California, 94607. You're going to be
Mhm.
there at the Grand Gallery,
Yes.
562, excuse me, 560 2nd Street, Oakland, California, 94607. And this exhibit runs through, all right, July the 31st. And then we talking about you got a birthday coming up on July the 13th. Oh my God. And you turning 91. Oh my Lord, I tell you,
Oh,
this is absolutely a blessing. With that being said, what else would you say to an upcoming artist? Um, you talked about believing in the Lord. You talked about believing in yourself. You talked about community. You talked about finding purpose from within.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
what else would you say to individuals that's like on the borderline? It's like, I don't know if I could do this or not. What
I
would you say
got
to them?
you. Yeah. Well, it's never give up. Never
Mm,
get up your hopes and your dreams. Dreams can't come true.
mm,
And the hope and the prayers and the courage that you have within yourself, you can overcome a lot of setbacks and just stay on the right track. Don't go down the wrong road.
right.
Stay on the right road. And, as much as you can, work on your instrument, whichever one, that you choose. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Sometimes it gets you might get depressed because you're not progressing enough.
See, Theo said
But
yes.
yeah, but you know what? It's taken me years to get where I am, and
Hmm.
I'm not an overnight success. You know, I started when I was a young kid,
Yeah.
but it took me many years to finally get to work. You know, started working
Hmm.
and getting paid and
Yeah.
raising a family on just trying to be a musician. And it wasn't an easy life. It was a very hard life. But those sacrifices paid off in the long run because at 91, I'm still here. I'm still playing, you
Yeah.
know, and that's a miracle to me. So miracles do happen and dreams do come true.
Mhm.
So don't give up. Keep doing what you want to do and just put all your heart and soul into it and you'll be fine.
Oh my God. Again, we want to thank you for tapping into Believe Radio, which is a 24-hour inspirational and gospel music station, amongst other. The Eyes of the Conscience Soul comes to you every Saturday from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. The Cafe Le Bleu Lounge. And then we have the Artist Talk, Why I Dream She Who Believes Takes Off the Mask. Then we have Crazy Bless on the second and third Saturday of the month. And then the Lights Out Straight Talk Youth and Young Adult Radio Show on from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. And then we have the fifth Saturday of the month, Voices That Care, and that's uplifting reentry and mental wellness. So again, Pops, I want to tell the audience that your show is going to be at Yoshi's, and this is to celebrate your 90th one young birthday, and
There
it's
you
July
go.
the 10th, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. Then we have a late show, same day, 9:30 p.m. And then we have July the 11th, the early show, 7:30 p.m. And then the late show, 9:30 p.m. And then we have July the 12th, 7 o'clock. And then we have July the 12th at 9 p.m. And tomorrow's art exhibit is going to be at the Grand Gallery. And it's going to be from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. You get to meet the artist, the legendary Mr. Pete Escovedo in the house. And we want to celebrate you on that day. And just to tell you that we love you and we appreciate everything that you have done and you are doing for our community. Again, what is it that you have coming up that others in the family have coming up that we want for the community to tap in and be a part of? Is there anything coming up that you guys have going on?
Well, we've been working on something very special.
Mm.
Actually, a family get together. We hope that at one point we can all be together and play music together.
Oh my
Some
God, a family
sometime,
affair.
yeah,
Yes.
sometime in Oakland at some day. We're working on that because we all have different schedules. We
Yeah.
all have bands. We all have performances to do in other cities on the road and stuff. So it's just trying to find the right time. So we're working on that. Yes.
And then again, the foundation is Oakland.
Oakland.
Elevate
Yeah.
Oakland. We can have so community. Again, we have tapped into Believe Radio, which is a 24-hour inspirational gospel music station, amongst others. The Eyes of the Conscious Soul comes to you live every second Saturday and first, second, third, fourth, and fifth Saturday of the month. Today's show is a special edition, and you're on the Cafe Le Bleu Lounge Artist Talk. Our theme is when your purpose aligns with your calling. And we have Pops, aka Pete Escovedo, the Bay Area legendary. His birthday is July the 13th, 2026. He's turning 91, young years old around here. With having the wife by your side, how important is that? And I know it's
Oh,
I know we winding down, but I want to share the importance of having your mate, your soulmate with you.
you
And when
know,
you were saying, Go ahead.
I feel so blessed that I have picked the right person
Oh my God,
to
yes.
be my wife and the mother of my children.
Yes.
And without her, I couldn't have done any of this.
Mm,
I couldn't have gone this far.
that's right.
And she has been with me every step of the way, through good times, through
That's
bad
right.
times, through hungry times, through financial times, just everything. And she's always there to lift me up, tell me to keep going on, don't give up. And she's just a great, great mother to
Mm,
our kids. She's always concerned with what they're doing.
that's right.
We talk to them every day, 4 or 5 times a day,
That's
each
right.
and every one of them. Yeah, we have wonderful grandchildren.
Oh, how
Wonderful,
many? How many
yeah.
grandkids? What's their names? Say their
Oh
names.
boy, there's too many.
Oh, too many. Well,
uh,
look, the grandkids know who they are.
you know what? There's so many Escovedos, we could start another city.
Okay.
So, yeah, it'll be right next to Oakland, Escovedo City. Yeah, there's so many of us. But yeah, it's just, my wife has been a perfect mate for me, and God has really blessed me with her.
Mhm.
And we've been together now 70 years
Oh my,
together. We'll
what
be
a blessing.
celebrating 70 years in October, and we still love each other, and we're still together.
Yes.
And what else can I say? It's just been wonderful.
My goodness. And Miss Juanita, mom, we are so grateful and thankful to you for being his support system, and the
Yeah,
family. This is an epitome of what family should be about, and how we honor each other, and how we love on each other, how we are there through thick and thin,
correct.
and uplifting individuals, and then again giving back to community, to be a part, to give your heart, because when you're
Yes,
doing the work that you're doing, it's coming from the heart. It says what's done from the heart reaches the heart, and that is
amen.
exactly the love that you pour into, your music, your craft, your, oh my God, I know for 70. So how long you've been, okay, you married for 71 years and doing um an artist for how many years?
Well, I started playing when I was 16.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then my first professional,
Mm.
actually, first professional gig was when I was 18. And it was here in Oakland at the California Hotel. And
Oh my
I played
God.
there. Yeah, I played there every Sunday. They used to call it, it was called Mambo Session every Sunday at the California Hotel. And I got paid $50 a week. That's all the money we made in those days.
Right.
But my rent was $50 a month, so I was cool.
You
But
you
then they,
sure was.
you know, but then they raised the rent to $60, so we had to move.
Oh
So,
Lord. Oh my goodness.
so that's how times were. That you're talking about those early times that were very, very different the way it is now. And like you mentioned before, what the kids have today with the phones
Yeah.
and their computers,
Yeah.
what's going on the shows on TV, what they see, and even our government, the way it's run now, with our so-called president. I can go on and on and on about that, but I won't now. But
Yeah.
these are the things that are kind of poisoning the young people's minds. And the war we're going through, the prices that are going up. I mean, it's impossible for young couples to get married and buy a house
Yeah.
now. It's just, it's hard. Living now is very, very hard.
Yeah.
But back in the day when things were easier and
Mm,
life was more generally speaking, because we had better food. We
Yeah.
weren't having all the stuff that they put in our
Making you
food.
sick.
Right, exactly. That's why we have cancer and heart disease, diabetes, all these bad things now because of what we become so involved in making money
Come
that
on. Can you say that again, please, sir?
yeah, I mean,
Can you say that again?
yeah, we're so involved in making money in
Yeah.
this country that we forget about what reality is.
My
And
goodness.
the truth of all that is that we're killing ourselves, you know. So I don't know. It's gone a little crazy. It's gone a little
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. So
Wow. Well, again, boy, we're so grateful and thankful. The 91st birthday celebration. We definitely want you to check out the legendary percussionist, Mr. Pete Escovedo. Pops is what we call him down here.
all right.
With
Yes.
that being said, we want you to tap in to go to Yoshi's, and he is doing two shows on July the 10th, 7:30 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. July the 11th, 7:30 p.m., 9:30 p.m. And then we have July the 12th, 7 p.m. And then we have July the 12th at 9 p.m. But we ain't got the birthday in it. He rested on the birthday now. Y'all ain't gonna see him on the birthday other than y'all go to Yoshi's and pull up these tickets and sell out
All
that
right.
show. But again, you can go to 560 2nd Street in Oakland, California to the Grand Gallery and go and check out the artwork that he's going to be there. You can be personal with him. And this is what I love about this show is the on the eyes of the conscience. So I tell people all the time, good, bad,
Mm,
ugly, or challenging, your story counts. I'm one that's big on our personal story and
yeah.
who we are as individuals. And that's what we sometimes we want to go through all the other things. I get it. But when we
Yeah.
are talking about the individual and the person, I want to know who you are. I want people to know, the when you were saying the living ain't easy these days, you've been there, you
Right.
went through it.
Right.
So you can
Yes.
give back to somebody and tell them about what you've been through in your life and hopefully and prayerfully that something will be said that will inspire somebody else to walk in their purpose
Exactly.
and things like that. And that's what
Yeah.
I believe we
Yes.
supposed to be about, sharing our story that
Yeah.
individuals can have hope. We need some hope around here in this world.
There you go. And everybody has a story.
Yes.
Everybody's life is a story, a journey. And so it's good to know what people really think, what they feel, where
Mm,
they have been, and where they're going. So
yes.
it's amazing. Life is amazing.
Yes, it is. And with
Yeah.
that being said, Pops, I am so grateful again. You have tapped into Believe Radio, which is a 24-hour inspirational gospel music, the Eyes of the Conscience Soul radio show. This is a special edition on the Cafe Le Bleu Lounge Artist Talk. The theme for today was when your purpose aligns with your calling. And we have Pops, aka Pete Escovedo, the Bay Area legendary um, person. Pops in the house. This is absolutely beautiful. I won't hold you no longer because I know you you gotta go.
Thank
But
you.
I am looking forward to seeing you, hopefully and prayerfully tomorrow.
Please
And
come. Please
I'm
come.
excited. And
Yes.
is there any parting words you would like for our community to know on today?
Well, just to thank everyone for their support through all the years. And I speak for my entire family.
Yeah,
Thank you for showing up at our shows. Thank you for being just friends, uh,
yeah.
close friends. And our fans, we love all of you. We want to bless you because you have blessed us. And thank you so much for allowing me to be on this show with you because I had a great time. And you're
Thank
such
you.
a lovely person. And I love you so much. Thank
Oh, I
you.
love you too.
So thank you once again. And we'll see everybody real soon.
Yes,
So
we're looking for
let's
you to be at tomorrow's
let's
event
let's
at the
party.
Grand Gallery.
Yep.
560 Second Street, Oakland, California, 94607. And then we definitely have an array of shows at Yoshi's. Please come out, celebrate Pops and the family. And I want to tell you again, tell your family thank you. Zena, I appreciate you and Eric. And we're so grateful to God for aligning this special edition with you. I'm floored. I'm full. I love you and I appreciate you too, Pops. I want to say good night
All right.
and thank you. And we
Okay.
appreciate you and love you.
All right. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Bye.